What's something that you like, but hate the fan base? Not a 100% overlap with the entire community, but I write on the SCP Foundation and I avoid the forums and IRC unless I need feedback on a draft because there is considerable drama. I met a moderator once in real life and she said that it was probably way healthier the way I contribute. I don't know what you've written, but I do so enjoy late nights going from one SCP file to the next, so thanks for the contributions. Everything. People are real good at ruining everything. Anime. Every time I find one that I like, I mention it to other people and then they feel the need to shiz on whatever I'm watching and say I should watch something else because it's better. Nirvana. Not the whole fan base, but primarily the ones who say you have to hate the popular songs and love the Loki ones, as well as the ones who talk about it like they're the last good band to ever exist. The ones who glorify Cobain's suicide also get on my nerves. Marijuana. Edit. There's a couple of them in this thread. K-pop. A few years ago, my friends introduced it to me and I thought the music wasn't terrible, so I slowly became a fan of random music from different groups. Many fans of these K-pop groups are toxic and like to start fan wars with other groups. It's way too much drama, but I'm not trying to go against all the fans. It's just that some of these PPL are way too obsessed. I hate fan wars so much because usually the artists are friends, but have to avoid each other because of their fans. Yet I feel so bad for them. It's like idols can't have any friends outside of their own group. Ruby. R/Ruby can be hell on earth. Weirdly enough for me it's the WWE. Especially with Raw and SmackDown right now. It seems that majority of the fan base want everyone to be over and no one to be over at the same time. I really just want to watch some super freak humans throw each other through tables. That's what I'm about. Hey, they should push this wrestler. That wrestler is over pushed now and I hate him. I actually really like CW shows. I know they're stupid and they're completely unrealistic, over the top, and obnoxious, but they are so good for just escaping reality. The fans drive me nuts. It's a TV show, not a cult. Let's just enjoy it and move on. Describes Riverdale fans perfectly. Doctor Who and Sherlock. I used to really casually enjoy these things, but the amount of weirdness around people who are obsessed with the two of these things, turned me off of it quite a bit. Add in Supernatural and you've got a boiling pot of fandom crazy, the Super Holokians. That's the trifecta of crazy. I was never into Supernatural, but I do remember seeing things for all three of them a while back. Shit is just weird, just watch the damn shows and enjoy them in moderation. Most things that have large fan bases, on Tumblr especially, tend to have really ridiculous fans. I've watched Supernatural since the beginning but never got into the fandom because it was just arguing and incest ships. If you spend enough time in a fan base eventually you'll hate it, so all of them. This is so true. I used to be in a ton of fandoms, grew disillusioned, and now just occasionally interact with it but not as much as I used to. Doctor Who. Still a good show, but I can't watch it without thinking of Hobie Ans. Homestuck and Undertale. They've definitely gotten better, but I was into those two when the fan base had reached its worst. I couldn't stand going to conventions during Homestuck's peak. It felt like a fever dream I couldn't escape. I remember going to Comic-Con once in Homestuck cosplay with my girlfriend at the time and one of the cosplayers walked up to us and licked her. I get wanting to be in character, but that was going too far. A Tarazi, I'm guessing. Of course, who else? LOL. It really just made me avoid Tarazi cosplayers like the plague. Same with Gamzee cosplayers for their own reasons. League of Legends. Seriously, can't get a game without someone flaming. Supreme, I think some of their stuff, North Face jackets, decks, collabs, non-heavily branded stuff, is pretty cool, but the majority fan base, Rice Gum and 12-year-olds, is horrendous. The Nightmare Before Christmas, and other Tim Burton-esque films. This fan base was larger back in the early 2000s when the emo platforms of old were prolific with fanfic, posts and badly drawn art and low-res screenshots pasted with animated glitter love heart stickers. Nowadays it's not so prominently featured on social medias, but I know more than a fair few full-grown adults that still fawn over Jack Skellington and Sally in the most cringe-worthy ways. My ex-wife was absolutely obsessed with this movie. It was so much that it kinda made me dislike the movie. Undertale and Deltarune. Both are fantastic games. But I can only take so many comic fan dubs, AMVs, fan-made spin-offs, and crack pairings until I want to foist a tomahawk through my primary motor cortex. Don't forget R34 and the hentai books. At least the Deltarune fandom isn't at the point that Undertale was. The fact that Foncest is a fudging word at all. The term Foncest meaning is going to be in my search history forever now, so thanks, I guess. Basically they want the Bone Brothers to fudge. The word itself is because they talk in fonts that relate to their names. Masturbation. I enjoy a good old wank as much as anyone, but the real enthusiasts who collect the memorabilia and go to all the conventions just give me the creeps. Wait, what? BTS, one of my friends can't go one conversation without bringing it up. I'm shocked I had to scroll this far down to find BTS. I'm not sure if this counts, but Tesla. I love their technology and what they are doing for the automotive sector, but they are not without fault. But don't tell that to their hardcore fans. Edit, be still, my beating inbox. Some of the anti-Tesla comments are just as insane as the Tesla cultist comments. What happened to balance? Oh, this counts. The Elon Musk worship is kind of scary emo. Also such a weird phenomenon that causes people to make rash financial decisions. That's the most fiscally responsible flamethrower I've ever bought.